Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch Travels. Today we are at Animal Kingdom and we're doing rope drop. The challenge today is how many rides can we get through without a lightning lane multipass? You know, those who travel have stories to tell, so let's go tell a story. Okay, the first attraction that we're going to try and whip out is Flight of Passage. Now, as anybody who's ever been here knows, that this is pretty much the main attraction here. The wait times here can be clear up in the 145-ish, that kind of range. I mean, it is a long wait. If you don't want to pay any extra for the lightning lane, then the only and best way to do this is, it's not the only way, there's two ways that you can do this. You can either do it at rope drop, and if you can be here early enough, you can actually save a lot of time. It's just all about early bird gets the worm, right? But a lot of people notice that, they know that trick, and so you just have to be patient. So even at that, we're still at a 70-minute wait time. If you're staying on Disney property, you get a half an hour jump on anybody else. But if you're not staying on Disney property, which we're not, doing rope drop puts you a half an hour behind. The only other trick that there is, and it's not going to really help with wait times, but you'll be able to experience the ride, and that is go do everything else in the park, and before they close, make sure you come get in the line before they close the ride down. But you can experience everything else and then come back and do this later. My personal opinion, just get up early, do the rope drop. It's a better experience, and it's usually a little less wait time. So 70 minutes, we got in line. It took us 15 minutes to get back here. So rope drop was at 8. It's now 8:15, and we're just going to see how long it actually takes, because a lot of times the wait times that are posted are not actually what you have to wait. So let's just kind of be patient, and we'll see how fast we can get through the line. Okay, we have now been in line for only 45 minutes. I should say only, but we are to the loading area. So it was posted at 70 minutes. We're at 45 minutes. We'll see how it all ends up being as far as time-wise go. But I still think the rope drop is probably the best way to go, because we have gone through the line really, really fast. It's been moving, and yeah, we're to this point. If you're familiar with this ride, we're to this point where they've separated us out to the different loading lines, and so yeah, 45 minutes. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We got through Flight of Passage. So the posted wait time was 70 minutes. When we got to the loading area, it was at 45 minutes. So with the ride and by the time we actually got out, it's exactly 1 hour. So now, just looking at the safari ride, it's kind of hit and miss. And I know that the safari ride kind of, goes up and down with the wait times. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go to the other side of the park, and we're going to do Dinosaur. It's only got a 5-minute wait. The reason I want to hurry and do the Dinosaur is because this is like one of our last chances to ride Dinosaur, because they are actually going to close down the Dinosaur ride and kind of repurpose it to Indiana Jones. So we're going to head over there, and we're going to see if we can hurry and ride that. Then we'll head over to Everest and see. Everest is not that long of a wait right now, so we'll kind of work our way over there. If the wait times start to change a little bit, and it looks like the Everest is going to go up, right now it's currently at 20 minutes. So we're going to try and hit Dinosaur and then hit Everest. Kind of running a risk a little bit to see if Everest is going to go up in wait time. But in the meantime, we're going to go at least hit Dinosaur, and then we'll reassess and see where we're at. All right, we're heading over into Dino, USA. This whole area over here is pretty much closed down. They are going to completely change this area, but there's a few things that you can still see in here. But we're gonna go back here to Dinosaur. Over there, you can see Primeval Whirl, all that stuff. That has all been closed down. There's a big board that goes across everywhere. They've got all boarded up. They're gonna start tearing all the rest of the stuff down over there. I think I've already started. This over here, it's interesting. Dino Bites, snacks, this is all closed up. I'm pretty sure that Restaurantosaurus is still open. So you can still come and get your food here, your burgers, chicken strips, that's all still open. But this over here, as you can see, they got walls up everywhere around the whole area of Dino Land. So, getting ready to change that. Okay, so this is Dinosaur. Now, what's interesting about Dinosaur, it was actually, when it first opened, when the park opened, it was called Dinosaur, Countdown to Extinction. And it changed its name back in 2000 when the movie Dinosaur came out. Dinosaur, they changed the name of the ride to match the movie. So they changed it to kind of match that. And so anyway, there's only just a few, I don't know how long they're going to keep it open. They're only going to have this for a little bit before they repurpose it. But as of right now, it's a 5-minute wait. We're going to jump in and we're going to go see Dinosaur maybe one last time before it closes. Okay, so we are doing really good. So far we've knocked out 2, Flight of Passage, and then we just got on Dinosaur. That was a 5-minute wait. It took us maybe 15 minutes at the very most after we did everything. So now we're gonna head back towards Everest, but we're just walking through Dino USA, or what used to be. So you can see that they have closed this whole section off, and eventually they're gonna be tearing down all of this stuff, which is kind of sad, but they're making way for a whole new project. What you working on? I'm working on my wall. Oh, I just can't wait to begin. All right, we're gonna head back here to Everest. I did not check the wait times on this because there's 2 ways that we can ride this. We can either wait in the standby line, and sometimes it's only like a 10-20 minute wait when you first do the rope drop, or they do have a single rider line. So if you're not opposed to being split up, the single rider line is usually a walk-on or at most 10-minute wait. So depending on what the actual wait time is for the standby line will determine whether or not we jump into the single rider line. Okay, so off to the side here, they have the single rider entrance, and it is a 40-minute posted wait time. So we're gonna do the single rider, and it is, you know, quite a bit of people back here. See this line? But it moves really, really fast here. So so this line is moving really fast. It does not take long. You can see just one after another after another. It's pretty quick, and it will save time if you don't mind getting split up. Okay, so we just got off Everest, and it fluctuates just like a lot of the different rides. When we first arrived, it was posted at 40 minutes. So we jumped in the single rider line, and as you can see just now as we got off, it's already back down to 25. So where does that stand with the single rider line? It took us 10 minutes on the single rider line. So in that case, if you have a party, I mean, it's just a few minutes to wait. You might as well stick together as a party. But like I said, if you are an odd number, then they will put someone from the single rider line with you. So we are doing really good. So far we've knocked out Flight of Passage, we just did Everest, we've done Dinosaur. Now we're gonna head over and see what else we can hurry and jump in. We'll probably be able to start hitting some of the shows in the afternoon and kind of slow down the pace a little bit. But at least this is a really good way to knock out a lot of the heavy hitters. And we're doing this, once again, without any lightning lane multi-pass, any single lightning lanes. So we're not doing anything additional. So it's just a matter of just being here early and doing rope drop. So you can accomplish a lot if you're just able to get up early and make it to the park early. If you have little kids, I know that's a little bit challenging, but if you have some older kids, it's definitely worth. Get a good night's rest the night before, plan to be here early. It's amazing how much you can get through in just a few hours at rope drop. Cool apes here. How do you know they're apes? They don't have tails, so they're not monkeys. And we're heading in to Navi River Journey, 10 minutes. Standby wait. Okay, so we actually are going to head back here to Conservation Station. So as we come across from Everest, you see the park is really filling up right now. So at this point, we're just trying to maximize kind of our time. And a lot of this is going to start to level off a little bit because all the, people are starting to arrive now. It's now after 10, it's like 10:30. So there's a lot of people that have now filtered into the park. So this is where, I'm glad that we got the big heavy hitters out of the way. Okay, we're heading to Rafiki's Planet Walk. So this is where it's right near the safari. And we are going to get on a train and head over to Rafiki. And it's also known as Conservation Station. So over here, Harambe Railway Station, Wildlife Express. This is a backstage journey through Disney's Animal Kingdom. So this is kind of a fun little place to go check out. So this is what they feed the animals. Okay, thank you. You can smell the food.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. This is an area where you can come pet some stuff. We got a pig over here just wandering, Braxton. We'll go check out the pig here in a second. But this is a place you can come and get really close to the animals. But they're all just kind of hanging out in the shade. There is science right here that teaches you we don't like to be touched on our faces. We like to be pet on or brushed on our backs and sides. So don't touch their face. Check this dude out. He's just chilling. He just went in the nights. Look at that thing.
He did. He's sneaky.
Yeah, he is. All right. Next up, we're gonna head in here to the Lion King. So that will be able to round out. We're hitting the 11 o'clock show. What's amazing about the Lion King show is all the performers are actual Broadway performers. They have to have experience in Broadway. They have to be very experienced and very talented in order to be in the show. So that's kind of an interesting little tip there, or a little hidden gem. Okay, there's two ways to go about the Kilimanjaro Safari ride. So if you can do the rope drop, you can usually get back here pretty quick. However, if you just hold off, a lot of times everybody comes here first because the rumor is the animals are more active in the morning. Also, they're more active in the cooler temperatures. That's probably true. However, in the afternoon, there's still plenty of animals out. So we're gonna compare how many animals are there in the morning versus how many animals are in the afternoon. Like the lions and stuff are usually asleep at this time, but let's go see. Let's find out. The fact is, if you wait, a lot of times in the afternoon, the wait time dies down a lot. For example, it is now currently 1:30 in the afternoon. It's a 10-minute wait. So let's go jump on it. So these right here are the yellow belly redbirds. They're famous for their blue feet. So interesting, they're not even doing that side. So they only have one side going because there's just not that many people. So we walked right to the loading area. Probably less than 10 minutes to get on.
Four of those chambers to work together properly. Females are going to be the ones in charge. The oldest female in the herd will rub against any tree branches or logs that they...
Okay, so the safari is always exciting and fun. Although I will say, it really, there was less animals. There really was. But, so there's a little give and take. We got in and on that ride in probably 5 minutes, even though the 10-minute was what was posted. But there is a few, there's only a few animals out there. There's a few different animals in the morning versus what they have in the afternoon. But we still had a lot of animals, and it was really fun. It's always worth it no matter what. All right, we are gonna go on the gorilla trail to go find some gorillas. We're gonna work our way over here. I think this is actually where the gorillas are. So the whole point of the gorillas is to see the gorillas, the gorilla trail. We'll see if there's any over here. Well, once they reach maturity, it would be considered a silverback. It doesn't matter which of the four subspecies. He's just kind of hanging out there. He's still awake. He's got his eyes blinking. And then there's a little 5-year-old up over there on the other side of the rock. They say he's a handful. He's just like your typical little 5-year-old. I think he likes romaine lettuce. Looks pretty yummy. So next we're going to head back to the Maharaja Jungle Trek and try and find some tigers. There's a brand new baby tiger that was born not too long ago, but I don't think he's out right now. They say he's not out, but we're going to go back and see if we can find him anyway. Okay, so there's the tiger up against the wall. So right at the tail of the elephant on the wall. If you just come straight down from the tail of the elephant, you can see his head. He's just kind of chilling out back there against the wall.
Sly and very intelligent.
So there's where the tiger is. He's just chilling out back there today. Okay, so we made it over to the other side, and you can see him sleeping right there. So that's pretty cool. So over there is Discovery Island where you can walk underneath, and we're gonna head over there in just a little bit. This is some great views of the tree back behind on the way from Africa to Asia. You get some really amazing shots of this. What is so cool about this tree is just how many animals there are all the way around it. So we got some really cool facts that we'll talk about here in a minute. So here's something cool about the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life isn't just a pretty face, but it's actually built to survive Florida's crazy hurricanes. So the story goes that Disney Imagineers needed something tough. So they turned to an old oil rig framework. So picture this, a huge, giant, upside-down oil rig skeleton that's buried under tons of concrete and then sculpted into the baobab shape that we all know and love today. But inside, it had to house the Tough to Be a Bug theater. So this was pretty genius, right? But wait, Some people say that this is a used oil rig and then just was repurposed. So was this like a rusty relic from the Gulf? Probably not. Most evidence says it was custom made and it was designed by the Imagineers to mimic an oil rig because of the strength. Most likely not salvaged from the sea. But still, the rumors are so juicy, it just is kind of stuck around. But Disney's never fully spilled the beans, and the mystery just keeps us guessing. But what we do know is this thing's a beast. It's 14 stories tall with over 100,000 fake leaves and 300 plus animal carvings. Whether it's an oil rig or not, it's actually pretty awesome. And everybody universally can agree that this is just a masterpiece of imagination and engineering. Kind of cool, huh? They are from Madagascar. They're cool. All right. And we can see Russell and Doug. That's cool. All right, I love it. I'm digging it. Russell is boogieing. Oh, go Russell. Go Russell. Go Russell. Go Russell. So this is tough to be a bug. And rumor has it, it's not just a rumor, it's been confirmed. This is going to be shut down very soon. So this might be one of our last times to come and enjoy the It's Tough to Be a Bug show. Currently sitting in a 10-minute wait standby just because that's how long the shows are. So get a great shot of the tree as we walk into the show. Fun fact, those are not real leaves up there on the tree. Those, as you can see, are very fake. Most everyone knows that, but it's a very cool effect nonetheless.
What are these humans wearing on their heads? Honorary what? They're our biggest enemy.
No, that's not true. They're my friends.
Friends? Get this loser out of my sight.
But we are going to head into Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond. Hi, thanks. So one thing that's really interesting is, you know, these shows fill up so early, or so full in the early hours, but you come in the afternoon, it's 3 o'clock, and we are going to get right in. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. You know, this has been a really fun day, and it just goes to show that you don't always have to get the Lightning Lane multi-pass. So we were able to get through everything today, and it's only 4 o'clock. So we went through every attraction with the exception of the bird flight show. So other than that, we got through everything. If we had stayed instead of going to go to dinner, there's one more show of those, we would have seen everything. So, you know, we really told a story today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you on the next video.